Hit hard, fair ball. Cal Raleigh walks it off against the Yankees.
And the big dumper comes through in the clutch.
Swing and a miss. Oh, Canada! An immaculate inning for Michael Soroka here to finish out the top of the 5th inning.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people, like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
On the mound for the Reds is Andrew Abbott. Again, Friedel, McLean, De La Cruz, Stewart, Lowe, Steer, Benson, Stevenson, Hayes with Abbott pitching. The umpires today at home plate, Rob Drake, Stu Sherwaters at first, Junior Valentine's at second, and the crew chief, Jordan Baker, is at third. Pleased as always to be joined by the Cowboy, Jeff Brantley. I'm Tommy Thrall. Great to be with you here on this third, or the whatever today is. It's a Wednesday, I guess, with the sun in and out of clouds. So far we're dry. Hopefully we'll stay that way most of the game today, but especially when you have a pitching matchup like we have today, Cowboy, you don't want to see the weather getting involved and disrupting things.
No, you got a couple of number ones going at it, and we've seen a lot of great pitching matchups here in the early going, which has been terrific. But I'll say this, do not make a mistake and think that Paul Skeens is lost it a little bit or not quite where he's supposed to be because he had a rough outing against the Mets. He will come out today and he will make every attempt in his power to shut down the Reds. The Reds have got to be able to take singles when they can get them. They've got to be able to hit the ball when it's over the plate and somehow figure out a way to put some runs on the board. I think Andrew Abbott's going to have a good ball game. I think that that lefty-on-lefty matchup bodes well for him for some of these hitters in this lineup.
It's the Reds and the Pirates. Hope you enjoy it. Let's play. First pitch is presented by Cincinnati Children's, changing the outcome together. Digging in to get things started for the Pirates, the switch hitting Jake Mangum. Mangum will be up there right-handed. Came over as part of a 3-team deal. The same deal that got Brandon Lau over here. Lau not in the lineup today. First pitch to Mangum. And we're underway as the pitch misses just a little bit low for ball one. 75 degrees is our TimStar game time temperature today. Get complete home comfort with a TimStar heating and cooling system. Find your local TimStar dealer at timstar.com. The 1-0, lifted foul, back out of play to the right. Count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike on Mangum. It feels nice and warm when the sun's out behind the clouds. When it gets tucked in behind the clouds, it gets a little cooler. Not quite as breezy at the moment today. Abbott's 1-1 pitch. Swinging, there's a weak ground ball toward third. Key Brian Hazen on the grass fields and throws in time to get Mangum. There's one down. Well, you go back to Abbott's last start. That was on opening day against the Red Sox, and it was a little bit of a mixed bag. Sure, he gave up 7 hits in that game, but they were all singles. And Cowboy, you think that he's going to have a good ball game today. It really felt like Andrew Abbott just kept getting better in that game.
Yeah, I thought he started out a little bit shaky. I thought the ball was up. It didn't look like he was quite getting his normal extension.
Nick Gonzalez swings the first pitch. Roller to the left side, cut off by Hayes. Throw to first. Got him. 2 down.
And I think as Andrew went along in the ball game, especially after the Reds put some runs on the board, it seemed like, okay, he was in where he needed to be, and he was getting the ball back in the bottom of the zone for strikes, up in the zone for chases.
Feels like that was kind of the type of outing that he could build off of coming into this second start. We'll see if that holds true. He makes quick work of the first 2 batters. Here's Brian Reynolds. The pitch to Reynolds is a little bit low on the outside corner. This is the one guy in the lineup that has had some success against Andrew Abbott. Reynolds 3 for 7 with a double against him lifetime. Left-handers into his windup, and the 1-0 pitch to Reynolds. Just off the outside corner with a backdoor breaking ball. Called a ball, and it's 2-0. There's another guy in that Pirate dugout that has actually had the most success against Andrew Abbott, but he's not playing. That is Brandon Lau. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. And you get why that Don Kelly wouldn't play him. Lau's left-handed. Abbott typically gives left-handers a tough time. 2 balls and a strike on Reynolds, the right-handed hitting left fielder. 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball right side. That'll get through. Just out of the reach of McLean diving in the hole. It'll bleed on into right field for a base hit. Reynolds is on with a 2-out single.
Reds were playing McLean up the middle, thinking that Reynolds would pull. And he goes right with it. If you're in a normal second base spot, that is a routine out. It's about a 55 hopper through the infield.
Reynolds inching off the bag at first base, and now Abbott goes to work against Marcell Ozuna. The pitch to Ozuna is taken over but low for ball 1. Ozuna left out of the fun last night. He was held hitless, going 0 for 4 with a strikeout. He's just 1 for 16 to start the season. Abbott ready at the belt. Here's the left-hander's 1-0 pitch to Ozuna. Up and away. In Abbott's opening day start against the Red Sox, he ended up going 6 innings in that game. Did not allow a run despite those 7 hits that were all singles. Only walked 1, struck out 4. Ozuna takes up and away. It's a 3-ball, no strike count. Reynolds off the bag at first base after his 2-out single. The lefty Abbott from the belt to the plate with a 3-0 pitch. Ozuna takes one right down the middle for a strike call. 3-1. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pittington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Cincinnati Reds field crew. Pittington Grass Seed, the grass is greener. Abbott's 3-1. Ozuna lifts it high into the air toward the line and right. Long run Benson chasing it, sliding into foul territory. Did he catch it? He did not. It falls in. A great effort by Benson. There's not a whole lot of room between the line and that wall over in foul territory down the right field line. Benson gave it his all, but.
Well, also being left-handed, you're sliding into the wall full speed, and you're trying to catch it backhanded.
Ooh.
So your glove is in between your body and the wall as you slide. That was a great effort. Great effort. You can't make a better effort than what Will Benson did right there.
He ended up face planting the wall because that slide didn't slow him down too much. Pitch is low and inside for ball 4, and Ozuna works the walk. So a single and a walk after the first 2 were retired on soft ground ball outs to the third baseman. Now O'Neill Cruz, who had a big night last night.
Yes, he did. 3 for 4, hit a couple of balls out of the ballpark.
Scored 3 runs. 5 for 18 now on the year, a 278 mark as he hits here, and he takes down and away for ball 1. Reynolds the runner at second base, Ozuna the runner at first. Just his 3rd career multi-home run game last night, O'Neill Cruz. Left-hander against left-hander. Abbott delivers, and O'Neill Cruz watches a strike on a fastball over the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike on Cruz. Twirling the bat around, waiting on Abbott. After a look at second, here's the 1-1 in tight. Twist O'Neill Cruz out of the way. It's a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Reynolds off the bag at second. A quick look from Abbott, the pitch. And Cruz swings and drives it high in the air, deep right field, and that is way out of here. Onto the little Budweiser party patio just above the Pirate bullpen. It's a 3-run home run for O'Neill Cruz.
Well, that is the worst case scenario for Andrew Abbott here early in this ball game. You work around the couple of righties with a single, a little routine single through the right side and a walk. But O'Neill Cruz is a guy that you're thinking in your mind you're going to get out, and then you miss with a breaking ball in the middle of the plate. Those middle of the road pitches, Cruz crushes those.
Now Nick York. Abbott to York. Swinging a fly ball toward the right field corner. This is well hit. Benson on the run, and he can't get it, but that's going to land just outside the line, deep into the right field corner for a foul ball. Nick York, 1 for 8.
Did you see where that ball landed? I mean, that was maybe an inch foul. I mean, Will Benson wasn't sure. He went after it aggressively after the ball hit and got trapped underneath that little padding underneath the right field wall in the corner.
0-1 the count on York. The pitch. Swinging, there's a line drive the other way. Past McLean into right field for a hit. So that's 4 straight that have reached against Abbott, including the 3-run home run by O'Neill Cruz. And Derek Johnson's out to the mound to pay Andrew Abbott a visit. Well, the way this started, after he got a couple of quick, harmless ground outs to keep Brian Hayes at third, you thought, all right, he's just going to cruise right along. Then he gives up the seeing eye single that just bled through the right side of the infield with the Reds playing Reynolds up the middle.
Well, the ball to the first 2 batters, Mangum and Gonzalez, those pitches were down. After the single to Reynolds, it seemed like he got into the stretch and the ball began to get up on him a little bit, and he hasn't been able to recover that release point.
Derek Johnson with a relatively quick message. He's on his way back to the dugout. If you're listening today on your car or truck radio, please remember to buckle your safety belt. This message brought to you by the Ohio Department of Public Safety. If you're not buckled up, what's holding you back? 3-0 Pirates before the Reds get a chance to swing the bats. They're still at work in the first with a runner at first and 2 outs. Jared Triolo's at the plate. Abbott fires home the first pitch to Triolo. That's over the inside corner. Fastball for a called strike. 0-1. Right down the middle. First pitch to Triolo. Wind picking up a little bit, blowing out to right. The 0-1. And a little bit low. The fastball down, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike on Triolo. He's 2 for 17 to begin the year. York away from first. Stewart holding him on. Abbott deals the 1-1 pitch. And it's just off the outside corner. Change up away. 2-1. Triolo, the 7th man to bat for the Pirates here in the first. Abbott's 2-1. Swinging. There's a little flare into short right field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Trying to go to third is York. The throw. There's offline. And right behind the play into second, Jared Triolo. So it's a single for Triolo. He moves to second on the throw. And second and third, 2 outs. And here's Spencer Horwitz.
Well, you're in danger right now of the game getting away from you here in the top of the first inning.
It's not exactly like you can count on piling them on against Paul Skeens. Abbott delivers to Horwitz. And he swings and pops it foul to the left side, backing out of play. Strike 1. Reds took 2 out of 3 from Boston. Now the Pirates come to town. They've split the first 2 games. Abbott's 0-1 pitch. Swing and a twisting foul into the seats down the left field line. And as lopsided as the final score was yesterday, that game was teetering really on a pitch. If not for the 3-run home run, which came on a 2-strike pitch, that second inning could have been a much different story. Unfortunately, the story was how it ended. The pitch just off the outside corner, a fastball. 1-2 on Horwitz. 1 ball, 2 strikes. From the belt, the lefty's pitch. Swing and a foul tip that Stevenson holds on to for strike 3. Horwitz is down on strikes. The inning comes to a close, but not before the Pirates do 3 runs worth of damage.
A home run for Judge. His first hit of the year. It's a 2-run shot. Home run to Carlos Stanton. The Yankees have a 3-0 lead.
Here comes a throw from right on the money. Did they get him? Yes!
Dwight charges. Diving catch.
What a way to get it going for Kevin Gausman. He strikes out the side.
Oh, a great job by Matt Olson, Gold Glove winner over there with a diving stop. Austin Riley playing over the shortstop position.
Bouncing ball up the middle. Neto to his left. What a play!
Acuna with a shoestring grab.
He has been the Athletics offense tonight. Andres Jimenez walks it off.
He's already hit his 3rd of the young season. Diving stop. Cole Young, a bounce throw. Retires Ramirez.
Oh, he leaps and Merrill makes the catch. Mookie Betts with a laser to right center field.
Cincinnati. Learn more at cincinnatigoodwill.org/Reds.
Hi, this is Tim O'Connell, Senior Vice President of Ballpark Operations at the Cincinnati Reds. From the first pitch to the final out, SBM ensures every seat shines. Our custodial teams keep ballparks spotless so fans can focus on the game and not the grime.
Paul Skeens ready to go to work against the Reds. First pitch to T.J. Friedl is a fastball at 98, taken low for ball 1. 1-0, 3-0 in favor of the Pirates as Friedl stands in. Just 2 hits so far in the early going for Friedl, 2 for 20.
Well, 98 shouldn't be a big surprise for the Reds. Seems like the last few pitchers they've seen, that's all they've thrown.
Swung on, fouled back. That's crazy, isn't it? I mean, and to think that the last 2 guys that the Reds faced against this Pirates team are their 4 and 5 starters. They were filthy. 1 ball, 1 strike on Friedl. Skeens kicks and deals, breaking balls over but low. 2 balls and 1 strike on T.J. Friedl. Friedl has faced Paul Skeens quite a bit, but just 2 for 12 against him, and he has struck out 5 times. The Reds have not had much success against this right-hander. 2-1 pitch. And Friedl takes up and away, and he's ahead in the count 3-1. Now, Skeens did have a tough time against the Mets his last time out. The numbers,
that might be the only time he's had a tough time.
You're right. Numbers a little bit deceptive. He gave up 5 runs, all of them earned, walked 2, only had 1 strikeout. Friedl takes ball 4, so he draws a walk to begin things here in the first inning. But there were a couple of misplayed balls in the outfield that kind of exacerbated his issues in that game, and he ended up getting charged with those 5 runs and didn't make it out of the first inning.
Well, you can apply a little bit of artificial pressure to Skeens if you can get even anything going here in the first inning.
Matt McLain still looking for his first hit of the series. He bats with Friedl at first base. First pitch in there for a called strike. 0-1 on McLain. He was 0 for 3 and struck out 3 times last night. He was hit by a pitch and worked a walk, so he was on twice. Now the 0-1 to McLain. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and he's quickly behind in the count 0-2. Skeens comes into this start with an active 28 scoreless inning streak. That goes all the way back to his very first start against the Reds. The Reds scored against him in the first inning. He hadn't allowed a thing since. And this is his 6th start against the Reds. Pitch up and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Matt McLain. By the way, that first start against the Reds was back in 2024 in June. That's a lengthy streak. The 1-2 pitch. McLain swings and skies one foul, backing out of play. bless you, if you're thinking that the Reds can get a few guys on and then maybe drive one out of the ballpark, that's not a great way to rely on scoring against him.
Just got to put together quality at bats, grinding out at bats, and force him to get the ball down in the zone.
From the belt, the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Frozen with a fastball at 99. Matt McClain is down on strikes. One gone here in the first. Now Elly De La Cruz will be the batter. Pirates have an early 3-0 lead after scoring 3 times in the first. Get that great taste of the ballpark at home with JTM's Philly Kits and Fat Tire beer, cheese, and pretzels. Find these game day favorites in your grocer's freezer. JTM Food Group. Let's create great dishes together. Elly's up there left-handed against the right-handed throwing Skeens. He delivers, and the first pitch is down too low for ball 1 on De La Cruz, 1-0. TJ Friedel's on at first. He's there with 1 out. Friedel walked to start the game for the Reds. Now the 1-0. Elliott, big cut and a miss on a changeup down. Ball and a strike on De La Cruz. Outfield straight away against Elly. The shortstop, Triolo rather, shaded way up the middle. Gonzalez, the second baseman, over in the hole. The pitch on the inside edge. Elly backing out of the way, thinking that pitch was in, but it hits the inside corner for a strike. And now he's behind the count, 1-2.
Yeah, the catcher was setting up away, but the ball came back to the inside corner. Those pitches will be strikes now.
Skeens to the plate with a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Elly's down on strikes. 2 away, back-to-back strikeouts after the walk of Friedel. Let's pause for ID along the Reds Radio Network. Runner at first, 2 outs. Sal Stewart watches a breaking ball dive down and away, and a great job by Henry Davis to somehow snag that, keep it from getting away. 1-0 on Stewart. Sal's off to an excellent start, 9 for 16. He had an ill-advised challenge in the game yesterday, but that's about the only negative thing you can say about Sal Stewart, the way he's been going. Swing and a miss. Had a fastball over the inside corner. Sal's been on 15 of his first 22 plate appearances. He's hit safely in 5 straight to begin the season. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Skeens turns and checks on Friedel at first base. He's back in easily. With the Cowboy Jeff Brantley, our producer-engineer Dave Yiddy Armbruster, our studio producer is the broadcast sheriff Dave Keaton back in our headquarters. I'm Tommy Thaw. Great to be with you on, so far, what's been a pleasant afternoon here on this Wednesday. The 1-1 to Stewart. Swinging a foul off to the right side. One and 2 the count on Stewart.
He might follow that up with a split over the inside part of the plate. It's kind of how Skeens gets you to try to speed up your bat a little bit, and then he'll throw that split right up under your hands.
After the leadoff walk, back-to-back strikeouts, and now the 1-2. Off the outside corner with a slider, and the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reds are down 3 early. 3-run home run from O'Neal Cruz got the Pirates on the board. Skeens to the plate with a 2-2. Stewart swings, soft roller toward the middle, fielded by the shortstop, and Triolo will glove it.
You've got to be very careful where you're going because you might not get there. But how exactly can you go from a yogi to a king through perfectos, the old professor, and pint talk? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998, Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
The rule was, can't be more than 18 inches of pine tar. Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
They might be going to call George Brett out.
Well, he is. He's out. Yes, Brett is out. Look at this.
Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
The only guy that didn't get a chance to take some swings in the first inning was Henry Davis. He bats leading off the Pirates' second, 3-0 in favor of Pittsburgh. First pitch is low for ball one from Abbott to Henry Davis. Davis 2 for 11 here in the early going. The lefty Abbott delivers. The right-handed hitting Davis whacks one to center field right at T.J. Friedel as though the two were playing catch. One down here in the second. That brings us to today's Reds Hall of Fame and Museum trivia question of the game. It's been Reds Awards trivia topic this series. In 2025, Andrew Abbott was the winner of both the Ernie Lombardi Award as the Reds' most valuable player and the Johnny Vandermeer Award as the Reds' outstanding pitcher. Now Abbott throws to Jake Mangum, just as he did his first time up. Hits one to Key Brian Hayes softly at third. He fields and throws him out. 2 down. Abbott was the 6th pitcher to win both awards in the same season, but who was the first to win MVP and most outstanding pitcher? A, Jim Maloney, B, Tom Seaver, or C, Mario Soto? It's got to be Jim Maloney, doesn't it?
You would think. Who were the three you mentioned?
Maloney, Seaver, and Soto. The pitch is in there for a strike.
Maloney.
That would be my
We
guess.
already know that he won the Lombardi Award. If you're the most valuable player on the team, wouldn't you win most valuable pitcher?
I would sure like to think so. Swing and a miss.
All right, we're going with academic A.
I mean, there's something wrong with this picture if that's not the case.
No kidding.
0-2 on Gonzalez.
Unless they didn't have the pitcher of the
that's
year award back then.
Always possible. The pitch up and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maybe there was just one for the whole team. I don't know. See?
Read that question again.
Okay. Give me a second. It's a long question. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball down and in. 2025, Andrew Abbott was the winner of both the Ernie Lombardi Award as the Reds' most valuable player and the Johnny Vandermeer Award as the Reds' outstanding pitcher. He was the 6th.
I'm going with Maloney.
I think so, too. He was the 6th to do both.
Maloney is A?
A. Okay. 2-2. Ground ball again to third. Key Brian Hayes this time toward the line. Backhands, throws to first. Stewart a big stretch, keeps his toe.
Somebody help me. The guy got a souvenir. He's got a tale to tell. Mom's just kind of oblivious to the fact that she's struggling.
It's a rather lengthy one. She is very attentive so far as this long story draws out.
That young man looks like he was given some signs. Oh no, he's actually copying the pitcher, isn't he?
He's just going to give up. He's going to give up and pretend this is what he wanted to have happen.
He's in a tent right now.
He's going to hang out in here.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. And the Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and drive in a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz. Deck out on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, did you see that? I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
For $6 or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More Biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California.
Up his first pitch is a breaking ball that hangs up and away for ball 1, 1-0 on Nathaniel Lowe. Not very often do you see somebody show up at the ballpark and they've got a highlighter yellow umbrella that matches their shirt. That fella down the left field line's got it going on. Lowe drives it to left, but playable. Reynolds fading back on it. He'll make the catch. And there's one gone.
Yeah, you can see that fella from orbit.
Yeah. He's not hard to find. It's hard to know where his umbrella ends and his shirt starts. You think he bought those as a set?
I think he drove over from Pittsburgh.
Spencer Steer's up there. First pitch to Steer is up and in. This is the one guy in the Reds lineup that's had a little bit of success against Paul Skeens. He had 2 hits against him the first time he ever faced him. In fact, he has the Reds' only RBI against Paul Skeens. The pitch. 1-0, swung on, skied high into the air, foul, back in, into the seats, out of play.
Well, it would bode well for Spencer Steer and the Reds to have him be the bell cow today, because they need something. They are trailing 3-0 here early.
An O'Neill Cruz 3-run home run, the difference. It's the Reds bat in the bottom of the second inning. The 1-1 pitch to Steer, up and in. 2 balls and a strike on Spencer Steer. So far, a really nice afternoon for baseball. Hopefully it stays that way. Got a chance for this game to be kind of a quick mover, swinging a tap foul when you get both of these pitchers into a rhythm. And Andrew Abbott looked really good last inning. He looked good for the first 2 batters, then just kind of lost it, as you talked about there in the first inning. But you hope that he's got it back now. It was teetering on the cusp of going off the rails in that first. The pitch. Over but low from Skeens. Tried to get Steer to chase the changeup down and out of the zone, but Steer able to lay off. The count fills up 3-2. Steer batting with nobody on and 1 out. Right-hander Skeens into his windup. He throws, and Steer swings and misses. He went after the changeup that time. It was on the outside corner, dipping low, and that's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Paul Skeens. 2 gone, and now Will Benson. Benson's put the ball in play some against Paul Skeens, but doesn't have anything to show for it at this point. 0 for 6 in his career. He's only struck out once. First pitch to Benson. Swings and fouls it over by Tyler Stevenson, waiting on deck. Benson's 2 for 9 to start the year. Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. Skeens deals. Swing and a miss. Changeup down and in. Had Benson way out in front. 0-2 now on Will Benson. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and Benson lifts a lazy fly into short center field. O'Neill Cruz started back, now hustles in and makes the catch.
There's a swing and a high drive. Deep out to right center. Long run out there, and it's gone!
Rips this one to right center field. Back it goes! Get out! What a turn!
Kidding me? It goes from a base hit to a double play. How about those 2 guys up the middle? Are you kidding me? One of the best in the business defensively in the outfield, taking extra bases away.
There's a deep drive to left. In the corner, it's got a chance. Gone! Cubs go back-to-back. Welcome back to Cincinnati, Gino. A 3-run blast for his first home run of the year.
Casey hits it in the air. Casey to deep right. We're going home. Stand.
Soler lays out, and he caught it.
A drive-in 3, they'll save a double right there.
Fly ball to deep right. Got a curtain call.
Priority called on Lofton, and it drops.
Whoa. He does not lack energy.
Rain earlier today. Grass still a little wet.
First big league strikeout for Roldy Munoz, and you can put an exclamation point on it.
That's a weird one. Fenway special.
After review, the call of the field is a home run. The ball hit the foul pole.
Trevor Story, home run.
Andrew Abbott back out for his third inning of work. He has retired the first two batters here in this Pirates order without any trouble at all, using his third baseman, Brian Hayes, on all 4 opportunities. That's Mangum and Gonzalez. But this is where the trouble began. Back in the first inning, it was a single through the right side of the infield on a 2-strike pitch that Brian Reynolds got aboard. And the next thing you know, a 3-run home run by O'Neill Cruz, and that's where we stand. Breaking ball, that'll bounce to the plate. A curveball from Abbott. It's a 1-ball, no-strike count. 4 hits in that first inning, including the aforementioned home run by O'Neill Cruz, has given the Pirates an early 3-0 lead, and they have their ace Paul Skeens on the mound. Swing and a miss. Good changeup over the outside corner. 1-ball, 1-strike count. Reynolds, Ozuna, and O'Neill Cruz. Those are the batters due up for Don Kelly's Pirate order. Abbott kicks, he'll turn it loose. Fastball right on the outside corner. That is strike 2. 1-ball, 2-strike count. You could almost see Reynolds asking home plate umpire Rob Drake, is that the bottom of the zone? That's the bottom of the zone, right? Left-hander Abbott sets. Inside is Stevenson. Breaking ball in the dirt. Did he go? Oh, yes, he did. That is strike 3. 1 down. Curveball dropped it right in front of home plate, and Reynolds could not hold up. So 1 down for Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna walked his first go-round. Fly ball into right field right off the end of the bat. Benson has it easily. 2 down. Well, it was a quick 1-2-3 second inning for Abbott. And oh, wouldn't you like to see that happen again here in the third?
Take all the first pitch outs you can get from this Pirates team.
It was a breaking ball that hung in the middle of the plate that O'Neill Cruz hit into the right field seats with 2 outs in the first inning. And he'll take a fastball down and away. That is strike 1. Three home runs on the year for O'Neill Cruz. 3 home runs in his last 2 games here. This is ripped into center field. Back.
Big career numbers against the Giants for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. There's a little one, another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch. So first and second with 3 runs in and still only 1 away. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wells around. Fire! 2-0 New York. 2 balls and a strike to Matt Chapman. Chopper for Jazz. Hot shot. I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. He is so much fun to watch. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings, 2 or fewer hits, and no runs allowed.
High pop-up foul on the first base side. Konerko over near the warning track. A little kid has come on the field, and Konerko makes the play. A little kid came over the barrier wall. A little girl with her glove almost ran into Paul Konerko, who thinks it's hilarious, by the way.
Oh, kid jumped out there on the track. Hey, I got it.
Hey, he'll be leaving it all.
Food for over 106 years. So when somebody tells you to get a grip, you know what they mean. Get Grippos.
Reds fans, don't miss the bus for the Reds versus Nationals, August 7th to 10th, as part of a 4-day adventure with Croswell Tours. Explore Washington, D.C. and all its history. Visit GoCroswell.com for details.
Paul Skeens will retake the mound. He's on for the 3rd consecutive inning. He has shut out the Reds through the first 2, retired the side in order in the second. Tyler Stevenson, first pitch swinging, fly ball, left field. Reynolds has it, 1 down. The ball got right in on the hands of Stevenson. 1 pitch, 1 out, and this will bring Ke'Bryan Hayes to the plate. Skeens doesn't waste a whole lot of time. He gets the ball, he's ready to go. Breaking ball off the outside corner. 1 ball, no strike count. Skeens, the short step back, the pitch, and a split finger right in the heart of the plate. One ball, 1 strike count. Paul Skeens will turn it loose inside. Another split finger. That one came out of his hand a bit early. We've not seen the normal command from Skeens early, even though he's put 2 shutout innings on the board. That just tells you what kind of pitcher he is. Fastball popped up. Shallow left field. Out is the shortstop Triolo. He'll make the catch, 2 down. That's how you win a Cy Young Award. You come to the ballpark, you have nothing on that day, and you figure out a way to win. Figure out a way to keep your team in the ball game. Don't let the game get away from you. That's what great pitchers do. Here's T.J. Friedl. And there are those that don't have their best stuff that day, and they're already telling the pitching coach, hey, you might want to get somebody up early. I don't really feel that great. I'm not. Look. Off the outside edge. 2-0 here to Friedl. Friedl walked his first time up. And TJ has been the lone batter to reach thus far for the Reds. But he reached first base, and he was stuck at first base. 3-0. Fastball up and away. And like I said, Tommy, this is not the Paul Skeens that we have seen at other times against the Reds.
And you can't bail him out. Chase him out of the zone. We've seen that a little bit.
Here's the 3-0, and that is ball 4.
T.J. Friedl has not done that.
Well, there have been a lot of pitches that the Reds have taken passes on that have been out of the zone, whether they're up or whether they're away or whether they're down. Now, granted, you get yourself in a bind, you're down 2 strikes, you're trying to protect the plate. I get it. Hitting's hard. But if you're going to mount a comeback against a pitcher like Paul Skeens, you've got to be disciplined extraordinaire. Fastball right down Broadway, strike 1. No ball, 1 strike count. Friedel with his lead at first. Skeens come to the set, back to the plate. Tepper foul back behind the dish. Well out in front of a breaking ball was the right-handed hitting Matt McLean. Skeens will check Friedel once. Sets, and here he comes. Strike.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. The Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and drive in a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, "Did you see that?" I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to beat a judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
We got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of, it gets you, yeah. I don't know if I should tell the kids that. They should be eating chopped cheese before a game.
Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to.
I like a steak, no vegetables.
No vegetables?
No vegetables.
Is it straight protein?
Yeah.
Three 3-0 Pirates. They come to bat in the 4th inning. The 4th inning is brought to you by our good friends at Four Roses Bourbon. Pitch to Nick York off the outside corner for ball 1. Four Roses, the mellow, balanced Kentucky classic that's crafted for those home run moments. Proud sponsor of the BCL Press Club, presented by Four Roses Bourbon. Enjoy responsibly. Abbott leaves a curveball just off the outside corner to the right-handed hitting Nick York. 2-0 on York. York batting for the 2nd time. He singled his first time up. Now Abbott's 2-0. York fouls it back. 2 balls and a strike on Nick York. There was a weather meeting with the third base umpire and crew chief Jordan Baker between innings. There will probably be a few of those throughout the afternoon today. The 2-1 pitch is a strike on the inside corner.
Tap, tap, tap.
And they're going to challenge.
Batter's challenging the strike call.
Let's see. I think it was a little low. And it was.
Pitch is a ball.
Rob Drake's a big fan of the system, you can tell. 3-1 on York. I don't know that there's going to be many umpires that are going to be huge fans of it, to be honest. 3-1 pitch. Swinging a foul back to the right side out of play. That one missed by about 1.5 inches. So that was probably a good one to challenge. And that's the point of it. If you miss it egregiously, challenge it. 3-2 pitch. Off the inside corner, ball 4. Abbott had retired the last 7 before he walks Nick York to begin this 4th inning. Now Jared Triolo, the Pirates shortstop, will stand in. A base hit his first time up. Abbott ran into some first inning problems, highlighted by the 3-run home run by O'Neill Cruz. That's the difference in the game right now. The pitch, strike called, but then York and Triolo singled back-to-back right after the Cruz homer. And the Pirates had second and third with 2 outs, and they were threatening to blow this game wide open. A base hit would have been a really crushing blow for the Reds, but Abbott struck out Horwitz to end the inning. The 0-1 to Triolo. Fouled away to the right side. He's got Triolo down to the count 0-2. The wind is kind of a reflection of the weather today. The wind doesn't know which way it wants to blow. It has gone in just about every different direction but in. The 0-2. Swinging a foul to the right side. Off the facade of the second deck. We've seen the wind blow straight out to center field. We've seen it blow from left to right. I think even briefly it was right to left. It's drifting out to center right now. 0-2 the count on Triolo. From the belt, here's Abbott's 0-2 pitch. Ground ball at first. Gloved by Stewart. Steps on the bag. Throws to second. Got him! A high throw, but McLean got the tag down on York to get the out. I don't know how the Reds turned it, but they did, and it's a big double play. And the Pirates will not challenge.
I thought that Stewart did a great job of getting to the ball quickly and going to the bag. The problem was the runner was running right in the avenue of the throw, so the throw went high, and Matty McLean went up and came down in a hurry.
Spencer Horwitz takes a breaking ball for a called strike, 0-1. That was incredible athleticism by McLean to be able to take the throw and then get the tag down before he came down.
It was funny watching.
The 0-1, Horwitz takes a ball low.
Funny watching McLean, who was on the bag taking the throw. Ellie was about 4 feet behind him. They both jumped in tandem as if they were both going to catch the ball.
They weren't going to let it get by him, that's for sure. The 1-1. Horwitz swings and skies it foul to the left side, out of play.
But that's the second time now that we have seen Sal Stewart make a play at first and turn it into a double play with a throw to second base. Was that a great throw? No. Did it get the job done? Yes, it did, and that's the bottom line.
Abbott's 1-2 pitch to Horwitz. Swing and a miss.
I was worried about his left-handed wrist, but it appears Austin's okay.
Rowdy Tellez is a big man with a big personality. He's a playful guy, and that's Rowdy saying, hey, man, I'm getting out of your way.
Nice catch, JD. JD. What a catch. They probably stuck with the pine tar.
No kidding. Look at this guy.
I mean, it comes off the screen, and he just barehands it.
Big career numbers against the Giants for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. There's a little one, another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch. So first and second with 3 runs in and still only 1 away. Franked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wells around. 5-0 New York. 2 balls and a strike to Matt Chapman. Chopper for Jazz. Hot shot.
I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. He is so much fun to watch.
Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings, 2 or fewer hits, and no runs allowed.
Free. Go to arkencounter.com.
All through April, save up to 15% on Clopay garage doors at AE Door and Window. Get up to $125 off a LiftMaster opener and another 5% off your total order when you combine and save. Plus 0 down and 0 interest for 2 years. Details at AEDoorsales.com.
And fouls it over down the steps of the Reds dugout. 0-1 on De La Cruz.
32 consecutive scoreless innings against the Reds for Paul Skeens.
And so far today, he hadn't given up a hit. Skeens into his windup, and the 0-1 pitch. Ellie takes up and away. He's approaching a Pirate record against the Reds.
Yeah, you got to go way back in the record books. The likes of Warren Spahn to start finding those kind of numbers.
The 1-1 pitch to Ellie. Off the plate outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Skeens into his windup, and the 2-1. Ellie put a good swing on it, fouls it back. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. The 2-2 pitch. Swing, and that's fouled back to the screen. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ellie De La Cruz. It has been pretty sunny at times. Right now, it's mostly cloudy overhead here at Great American Ballpark. The pitch. Ellie swings, lifts this one high into the air, twisting toward the seats out of place. Some fairly menacing-looking clouds out on the horizon.
Did Ellie wear that hood hanging out of the back of his jersey last year? I don't recall that
often. Maybe only when it was cold. He's got it there now. He had the hood up the other day when it was cold out. 2 balls, 2 strikes on De La Cruz. Skeens back into his windup, and the right-hander's 2-2 pitch. He swings, hits it through the right side, base hit. There's the first hit of the afternoon for the Reds. And Ellie De La Cruz just muscling it right between the second baseman Gonzalez and first baseman Horwitz.
Take singles against the likes of Paul Skeens. He's counting on you trying to overswing to catch up with the fastball, and then he just doctors you to death with that split finger and breaking ball.
Ellie aboard with nobody out. Now Sal Stewart swings and pops it foul back to the right, out of play. Now the question is, can the Reds capitalize with having Ellie aboard? We've got good speed on the bases now with De La Cruz. Skeens delivers the 0-1 pitch. Stewart fouls back the 0-1. He's down to the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Stewart will use his timeout, back out of the box. He's back in there, ready to go now. Skeens from the belt. His 0-2 pitch. Swinging a foul, right side. And I don't know that Sal Stewart's going to get a better pitch to hit in this at-bat than the one he just fouled away right there. It was a fastball about thigh high out over the plate. Stewart spoiled it. Of course, you're kind of on the defensive against this guy, especially 0-2. He buries a changeup in the dirt. Now ball and 2 strikes on Stewart. De La Cruz started the inning singling to right. He's at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sal Stewart. Nathaniel Lowe waiting on deck. Skeens has not been quite as sharp as we have seen him in the past, but still deceptive. The 1-2. Stewart bounces this near the steps of the Pirates dugout. Pulling it right behind him. A ball and 2 strikes and holding here on Sal Stewart. Just because he's not as crisp with his command does not mean he's more hittable. In fact, it might almost make him a little more challenging to hit. It's hard to follow along with him if you're a hitter. Pick to first, chases Ellie easily back into the bag. If you've got a pitcher with a game plan and you're kind of able to follow them along, sometimes you can predict what they're going to do. If they can't throw it where they want, you can't predict it. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball back up the middle. Second baseman fields it behind the bag. Off balance, low throw, dug out by Horowitz at first to get Stewart. Ellie's up to second base. They had no chance to get him. Both the second baseman Gonzalez, who fielded that ball, and the shortstop Triolo were both going to make a play on the ball. Neither one was at the bag.
Yeah, Gonzalez caught that ball a good 3 feet on the left field side of second base.
One out. Now Nathaniel Lowe. Lowe still looking for his first hit. He takes a strike over the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Clouds looking awfully dark out to the southwest. 0-1 on Lowe. Skeens, after a look to second, throws it low, barrels this toward the gap in right center field. That's going to get down, and that's all the way to the wall. Here comes Ellie charging around third to score the Reds' first run of the game on Nathaniel Lowe's first hit as a Red. An RBI double. And the Reds have their first run against Paul Skeens since June of 2024.
Welcome to the Reds. Your first start, it's against Paul Skeens. Go get him. Double.
He did.
That's rising to the occasion.
Now Spencer Steer. Skeens fires home to Steer, swinging a broken bat roller left side. Third baseman to his left, gloves, and York's throw to first in time to get Steer. 2-minute route. Lowe has to stay at second base.
If you could steal a run right here with Benson at the plate with 2 outs and a runner at second, that would be some kind of huge inning for the Reds.
Left-handed hitting Will Benson flew out to center his first time up. Skeens to the plate. Breaking ball. Benson came unglued and came up empty. That was a swing from Will Benson, like he got what he was looking for and he missed it. 0-1 on Benson. The pitch off the plate outside. Changeup running away from Benson. That's a ball and a strike. Wind has picked up a little bit from right to left. Like I said, the wind's been all over the place today.
It's going to be blowing real hard from right to left here in a minute.
Just as long as it's dry. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 97. And Benson just swung right through a centered up fastball. Right down the middle of the plate, about belt high, and Benson came up empty. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Low down at second. 2 outs. The Reds have a run in here in the fourth. And the 1-2 pitch to Will Benson from Paul Skeens. Over but low. Good take on the changeup down. 2-2. Low off the bag at second. Skeens hands together as he sets ready belt high. After a look at Lowe, the 2-2. Swung on, and Benson put a good swing on a fastball down the middle, but fouled it back. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's the other thing about Skeens today. He has left several pitches around the middle of the plate. He's been able to get away with it.
Well, you can do that when you're throwing 98, 99 miles an hour with movement.
The 2-2. Benson swings and got under it. Lifts a towering fly to short left field in his Reynolds. He's there to make the catch. And the
2-2 the count. The pitch to Alvarez, hit in the air to deep left field. Forget it. This one sails into the second deck behind the 358 mark.
Alvarez follows up with a bomb. Oh my goodness, top tank. Santa Maria.
Did the classic swing and stare and take the slow trot up the line, a look into the dugout, flexing that bicep. That was a shot. Classic Alvarez bomb.
They flipped the glove. That was not a good idea.
All he needed to do was try to get the lead guy by giving him a nice easy feed.
Oh, no, stay on your feet. No.
thought he was going to stay on his feet.
The Goose did not know that the game was starting. Maybe the Goose thought it was 6:45 first pitch time.
Oh, man, off the glove and off the dome. He's saying, oh, man, what happened? It's a moment that he'll never forget, and that'll be on the blooper everywhere.
From about 1905 to 1925 or so, teams actually issued cardigans as part of their team uniform. In that era, knitwear was actually having a heyday in sports. Think of ski sweaters or Argyle sweater vests on the Gulf Green. And baseball decided to jump on the bandwagon and create cardigans.
Come to bat, fifth inning. It is 3-1 Pittsburgh. Let's take a look at the answer to today's Reds Hall of Fame and Museum trivia question of the game. The question was, in 2025, Andrew Abbott was the winner of both the Ernie Lombardi Award as the Reds' most valuable player and the Johnny Vandermeer Award as the Reds' most outstanding pitcher. His first pitch is a strike to Henry Davis, 0-1 on Davis. Abbott was the sixth pitcher to win both awards in the same season. Who was the first? A. Jim Maloney, B. Tom Seaver, or C. Mario Soto? The 0-1 to Henry Davis. Just off the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. We both said A. Jim Maloney, and the answer is C. Mario Soto.
Come on.
Yeah, how about that? It's a kick in the groin. Pitches
How do you
in
win
there for strike.
MVP and not most valuable pitcher?
Maybe they didn't have it then. Let's find out. Reds Hall of Famer Mario Soto was the first winner of both awards when he won the team MVP and most outstanding pitcher honors in 1982. Swinging a ground ball toward third. Key Brian Hayes fields it in foul territory, says third base umpire Jordan Baker. Hayes thought it was fair, but it's called foul. The Reds would have had the out. 1-2 on Davis. He won both awards again in 1983. He's the only pitcher to do so twice. So I don't really know. Maybe there weren't 2 different awards back then.
It's the only thing I can think of.
Let's see if this book tells us when that award started.
They set us up.
Yeah, they probably did. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Changeup down and away. Henry Davis is retired.
Yeah, I can see it now. Let's give them this question early in the series. Yep. Maloney wins the MVP as a pitcher. We got that one. They know he's way early, but they don't know that there was only 1 award back then.
Yank the carpet right out from under their feet.
Right. Throw him off the cliff.
Pitch is in there for a called strike, and 0-1 on Jake Mangum. So most outstanding pitcher. It started in 1969. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing. They ask at first. No swing. Wayne Granger, by the way, was the first pitcher to win most outstanding pitcher, the Johnny Vandermeer Award.
So did Maloney ever win most outstanding pitcher? That answer would be no.
No, he didn't.
It was not started while he was still playing.
Ground ball to McClain. He charges, fields, and throws in time for the out.
Like I said, they set us up.
They did. They set us up, and we
and
fell
that's all
for
right.
it. Hey, we fell for it hook, line, and sinker, didn't we?
It's okay.
We can do. Sorry, we can take it.
It's all right.
It's a long year.
We know where you live, Rick Walls.
Here's Nick Gonzalez.
We know where you live.
Nobody on, 2 outs. The pitch to Gonzalez, cut on and missed. Strike 1, 0-1 on Gonzalez. He has twice picked on Key Brian Hayes at third base. Both times Key Brian Hayes has been up to the task. Nobody on, 2 outs. 3-1 Pirates. We're in the 5th. Abbott's been sailing. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good changeup, and he had Gonzalez out.
See where the pitches are now.
Yes.
They are back down around the kneecaps.
Does that just mean he's getting on top of the ball better now?
That means he's driving the ball to the plate. He's not cutting it off. Early in the ball game, he's trying to get something on it. He's cutting it off. The ball elevates. That's when he gets hit.
0-2. Down and in. Curveball.
When he's missing with his curveball down there, you know the curveball's on. When he's missing with it up and out over the plate, like the ball that O'Neill Cruz hit out, that's when you know he's not there yet.
1-2 pitch, swung on, and Gonzalez fouls that off himself. Goes rolling in the grass toward first. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count holding here on Nick Gonzalez. Reds fans, start this season with 4 new tires from your local Ford dealer and 4 free tickets to see the Reds now for a limited time. Buy 4 new tires and receive 4 free Reds tickets, courtesy of your local Ford dealers. Visit your local participating Ford store for complete information. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Gonzalez. Nobody on, 2 out. Abbott's home with a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Got him with
Will swings, hits a high drive to center field and deep. This ball back, this ball gone!
Not only his birthday, it's the bobblehead.
Covering some ground, Donovan slides, crashes, and he makes the catch.
See that left knee that gets caught underneath that wall.
Ground ball, base hit, 1-run scores. Here comes Walker. Here comes the throw. Cardinals win it.
You can't script your first 2 big league games any better than that.
Top of the order. What a play by Nunez.
Oh, my goodness.
What a throw!
The strength of his arm to just absolutely deliver.
Payoff pitch. Tom Smith hits it deep to right field. Back on it and one-run close. Walk-off grand slam in his Braves debut.
At ohio.org.
Klosterman Baking Company is hiring. Get on-the-job training, excellent benefits, 401k, and more. Visit klostermanbakery.com/careers. Klosterman Bakery, where family values are baked right in.
Klosterman, better, you bet.
Tyler Stevenson leads it off. Bottom of the 5th inning. 3-1 Pirates. Skeens into his windup, and his first pitch on the way to Tyler Stevenson. Check swing foul, strike 1.
Today's Toyota Tundra Home Run Challenge contestant, that would be you, Carter Jones from Milford, Ohio. And if a home run hit by a Reds player during today's game hits the Toyota hit and win sign, that's located out in right center field.
Pitch too high.
Well, Carter, you'll win a brand new built-in the USA 2026 Tundra, all courtesy of your Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers. Carter Jones from Milford. Good luck.
1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Swing, and there's a ball skip past the first baseman Horwitz into right field. Tyler Stevenson's first hit of the year is a leadoff single here in the 5th inning against Paul Skeens.
I will echo my comments earlier. Take your singles against a pitcher like Paul Skeens.
Well, that worked out for the Reds in the 4th inning because that single turned into the Reds' first run. And their first run against Paul Skeens in 31 innings. Now Ke'Bryan Hayes. Stevenson off the bag at first base. The pitch to Ke'Bryan Hayes, a strike on the outside corner. Look, Skeens isn't going to go the distance in all likelihood today. So you keep it close, and then you give yourself a chance against their bullpen. Unless you can mount a rally against this guy, anything's possible. The 0-1 to Key Brian Hayes. He swings at a breaking ball and skies it high in the air between first and second. Under it, the second baseman Gonzalez makes the catch, and that's the first out of the fifth inning. Here's today's scoreboard stumper. Let's see if we can do better at this than trivia. In the last 20 seasons, that goes back to 2006, up and through last year. 5 pitchers have earned 14 or more wins in their first season playing for the Reds. Who are they? 5 pitchers have earned 14 or more wins in their first season with the Reds. Who are they in the last 20 years? TJ Friedel's walked twice, takes a breaking ball low, 1-0.
Brady Singer.
Correct.
What about Aaron Harang?
No.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Friedel takes ball 2. Fastball this time.
Is Bronson on that list?
Let me give it a look. Bronson Arroyo. Ding, ding, ding. He's the first name on this list, actually. 2006, he won 14 games. Brady Singer won 14 last year. 2-0 to Friedel. Strike call to the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. A rare strike that Paul Skeens has thrown Friedel today. Stevenson's at first with 1 out. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and away from the left-handed hitting Friedel. Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Matt McClain, who has struck out both times today against Skeens, waiting in the on-deck circle. Reds are down by 2, batting in the 5th. 3-1 Pirates.
How about Sonny Gray?
The 2-2 pitch. Friedel lifts it high into shallow center. The shortstop Triolo is calling for it. He'll make the catch. Now 2 outs for McClain. Show me Sonny Gray. No.
Edinson Volquez.
Oh, Edinson Volquez. He's always on these lists, and he's 17 of them in 2008. You have 2 left. Skeen's first pitch to Matt McClain is a breaking ball in there for a strike call. 0-1 on McClain. Looking down into the crowd, I see 1 person wearing a poncho right now. Maybe they know something the rest of us don't know. That is called being preemptive. McClain fouls back, and now he's down 0-2.
Preparing for the inevitable.
Maybe
they can see the towers just like I can.
Perhaps. How are they looking right now? Are they looking a little cloudy?
They're misty.
Is it foggily over that way?
It appears it's approaching that.
0-2. Swing and a miss. McClain strikes out.
Fastball popped up off first base, down the line. Mattingly may have a play. Look at this.
Look at this. I love it. That's great.
Now that is just a taste of the sort of involvement that Don Mattingly wants to get from fans who come to Yankee Stadium.
Look at that little red-headed fella.
We're talking about power. We're talking about bling. This is the stuff that puts people in the seats.
Ruth's adoring fans pitched in to gift a crown fit for the home run king.
How come the fans didn't, put something together for me?
They gave you a nice round of applause.
Good job, Carlos.
That man is 42 years old. I'm only 22. Until that man stay on that mound, nobody gonna take me out of this game.
Okay, let me see what I can do about it. Right now, I feel like I can go over there and go placata right now on the field just because I held this batter, Willie Mays. I'm not giving it back to you. You need
You're
it
not
back?
going to get back?
Okay, you can continue talking.
And you're just going to hold on to it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hammer and Hank became baseball's all-time home run king.
Hank Aaron flipped the bat, pointed to the outside, and said, "Black it."
Every single Triple Crown winner has been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. So it looks pretty good for me. Just saying.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Pirates come to bat, the 6th inning.
I would not have gotten them.
We'll give them
I
to you in
just
a
saw them
minute.
on the board.
But let's first pause for ID on the Reds Radio Network. Three to 1 Pirates, 6th inning. Andrew Abbott back out there. He's retired 13 of the last 14 that he's faced. And his first pitch is taken low and outside for ball 1 to Brian Reynolds. He's allowed one base runner since the back-to-back singles followed the home run in the first. The pitch is down too low. That one base runner was a leadoff walk to Nick York in the 4th inning. He worked around that pretty easily. 2 balls, no strikes. It is starting to sprinkle a little bit here at Great American Ballpark.
It is interesting to watch the folks try to put on the poncho and find the head.
Line drive to right. There's Benson. He'll make the catch.
And even funnier when you see them put their head into the sleeve part.
I guess that could work too.
Yeah, it's just not that easy. You're trying to hurry and get it on. And that's not really a hurried exercise.
It's like those people down the way. See, they went ahead and did it before they had to be in scramble mode.
Right.
So they were nice and calm, and they were prepared when the rain hit. Marcell Ozuna takes a strike. The count is 0-1. Abbott's 0-1 pitch to Ozuna's in the dirt outside. So the last 2 answers to the scoreboard stumper, because you got 3 of them. You got Bronson Arroyo, Edison Volquez, and Brady Singer. Question was, in the last 20 seasons, 5 pitchers have earned 14 or more wins in their first year with the Reds. Those were 3. Volquez, by the way, topped this list. He had 17 wins in his first year with the Reds in 08. Fouled away to the right side. Club level behind first. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. The 2 you did not get were Matt Latos, who won 14 games in 2012, and Dan Straley. He won 14 in 2016. Brady Singer joined a rather short list. Swing and a tip foul off the catcher. Tyler Stevenson got him in the tenders, I believe. So he cripples to his knees in pain. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Marcell Ozuna. Home plate umpire Rob Drake will hand deliver a fresh baseball.
Yeah, I would not have gotten the last 2.
Latos and Straley. I feel like you could have maybe got Latos. Straley would have been a little tougher.
After that grand slam against the Giants, I've forgotten who he was.
The wind and the 1-2 pitch. Check swing and a breaking ball down and in. No appeal down to first base. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Marcell Ozuna. Line out to right his first time up. The kick and pitch. And he buries the changeup out in front of home plate. So the count runs full now. 3-2 on Ozuna. Left-handed thrower, right-handed hitter. Ozuna walking a fly out today. Scored on the home run back in the first. The pitch, swinging a weak ground ball foul. Third base side. Ozuna putting together an awfully tough at bat right now on Andrew Abbott. Western and Southern Financial Group wants to strike out cancer. Every time a Reds pitcher strikes out a batter, Western and Southern donates to support cancer research, education, and care in the greater Cincinnati area. When it comes to fighting cancer, we're all in this together. The payoff pitch again. And Ozuna whacks it to center field. Back in a hurry is Friedel, but he's got time and room in front of the track to make the catch for the second out here in the 6th. With 2 outs, here's O'Neill Cruz. He has kind of been a one-man wrecking crew in this series against the Reds. The 2 home runs yesterday, a home run his first time up today. The home run today was a 3-run shot. Pitch to Cruz. Good breaking ball over the outside corner for a strike called, 0-1. Those clouds out there beyond the right field corner are awfully dark, Cowboy. I mean really, really dark.
Yeah, the towers are appearing and disappearing off and on.
Cruz takes a strike. It's like a magic trick out there then, huh? 0-2 on O'Neill Cruz.
The outer bands of rain.
He lined to center his last time up, and now the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball, fair, down the line at third and into left field for a hit. He turns at first, but hangs on there with a 2-out single. You talk about just punching one the other way. That's what O'Neill Cruz did right there. It's as though he looks like if he wants to be a really good hitter, he could be.
Well, that's the key. Does he want to be? Because it doesn't appear that he wants to be a center fielder. I mean, there's no doubt the talent is there. They've just got to figure out how to get the motivation there.
Nick York up. Pitch to York is a little bit off the outside corner fastball from Abbott.
That breaking ball to O'Neill Cruz was the same breaking ball he hit in the seats for the 3-run home run in the first inning. And this at bat, he takes it the other way.
Pulled his hands in, and just like he was punching it to the left side, did, and kept it just fair right down the line. 1-0 pitch to York. In too tight. In fact, it might have started foul and came back fair because of the way he hit it. 2 balls, no strikes on York. The lefty deals, and York takes just a little bit too low on the changeup from Abbott. It's a 3-ball, no strike count. York's been on both times he's come to the plate. He singled in the first inning and then walked in the 4th. The 3-0. And that's low and inside for ball 4. Now there might be some anxious moments there in that Reds dugout, or he might just be done. I think he's done. Terry Francona starting to emerge from the Reds dugout, working his way up the steps. There is action in the Reds bullpen behind Abbott, so it appears as though he is done. Terry Francona out of the mound to make a pitching change. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is when we come back. This is Call to the Pin presented by Wolber's Mustard. Wolber's Mustard, let's put some mustard on it. It is 3-1. Pirates with the lead, but 2 on and 2 out in the 6th on the Reds Radio Network.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bach beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger, and you just go in, man.
Let's go to town.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
Bryce Matthews, who struck out looking his first time up. Matthews getting the start in left field tonight. Matthews hits it in the air pretty well to center. Going back on it is Rafaela at the wall, looking up. See you later! Bryce Matthews with his first long ball of the year, right by the Phillips 66 home run pump, and the Astros lead 4-0. That went 434 feet just to the left of straightaway center, and it was 111 miles an hour off Matthews' bat.
Taps this one to third. And he sails it down the right field line. Robinson's on the move. And he is going to stop. No, now he's going to go to third. Here's the throw. It gets by him. Here comes Ramos. This game is over. The Giants win the game on a Little League home run.
Today.
Right-hander Connor Phillips out of the Reds bullpen. Phillips on for the 4th time. And he has pitched in some tight moments, and this one would qualify.
Runners at first and second base, 2 outs. Jared Triolo at the plate. And right now, Connor Phillips tasked with keeping this a 2-run deficit to give the Reds a chance. First pitch, Phillips to Triolo. A little bit up and in for ball 1. The count is 1-0. Gotta love what you've seen from Connor Phillips so far. He's ready at the belt. Eyeballs the runner at second. And a look back to second base chases O'Neill Cruz back to the bag. Phillips nods the sign. The 1-0 pitch to Triolo. Breaking ball just a little bit too low. 2 balls and no strikes. He came in to close out the game in the first game of this series the other day, and it was a little shaky the first 2 batters, but he settled down and was lights out and got the job done. Now a fastball runs too far inside, and it's a 3-ball, no strike count on Triolo. Phillips from the belt. And here comes the 3-0 pitch. Low and outside, it's a 4-pitch walk. So Phillips walked Ozuna and O'Hearn in the 9th inning with the Reds up 2-0 in the series opener on Monday. Then Derek Johnson came out, talked to him, and after that, he struck out Jared Triolo, got a lazy fly from Horwitz, and got Gonzalez to pop out to end the game and preserve the Reds' 2-0 victory. Now with the bases loaded, he gets Horwitz here, the pitch. And it's low, ball 1. O'Neill Cruz at third. Nick York at second. Imperative that those runners are stranded. And now a breaking ball spins a little bit low, and it's 2-0 on Horwitz.
Got to make him swing it.
Horwitz struck out both times against Andrew Abbott. 2-0 pitch. Fastball outside, 3-0. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 3 balls, no strikes, and here he comes. Fastball strike on the outside corner, 3-1.
Do it again.
Horwitz is 1 for 14 to begin the year. Now the 3-1. Low and in, ball 4. 4-1 Pirates. A bases loaded walk to Spencer Horwitz. Has plated a run. That run will be charged to Abbott. Derek Johnson now out to the mound. Reds pitching coach will head out there, pay Phillips a visit. As the number 9 hitter Henry Davis comes to the plate, lightning flashing off in the distance. Some pretty dramatic bolts, but they are way off in the distance across the river. So, visit to the mound. Gives us a chance to tell you that at Kroger, an annual Boost membership saves you up to $1,100 a year with double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and member-exclusive savings. Sign up today at Kroger.com/boost. 4-1 Pittsburgh. Phillips spins a breaking ball right in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Still trying to leave the bases loaded. 1 run home. Reds are down by 3. The 0-1 pitch to Davis. Breaking ball too far inside. Graham Ashcraft begins to throw now in the Reds bullpen. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Bottom fell out of that. He had Davis swinging right over the top. And now Davis down to the count, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball left side. Key Brian Hayes in, gloves it, flips it around to first in time. Side retired, but
2 outs, 2 strikes on Reggie. And you've got to know he's going to get the super sinker. The set, here it comes. The sinker swung on and missed. Reggie is fuming at Dale Ford. Reggie's been ejected. Reggie Jackson has been thrown out of the game. And now Reggie comes back. He's got a bucket of ice. And he's spreading it all over the AstroTurf. He can't believe it.
Line drive down the right field line. That's going to drop and score 2. Keith is home. Green right behind him. Torque over to third. Throw to second. Not in time. Kevin McGonigal, first major league at bat, is a 2-run double, and the Tigers take a 3-0 lead in the first.
Welcome to the big leagues, Kevin McGonigal.
6th pitch of the at bat. Down the right field line in the corner. Off the top of the wall. Another extra base hit for McGonigal. Throw to second. Not in time. First 2 major league at-bats. 2 doubles for Kevin McGonigal. How about Kevin McGonigal?
Boy, he's showing how quick he is on those inside pitches.
He's already at 60 in the third. Works the count even. Cues it off the end of the bat. That's going to be a tough play for Bogarts, and not in time.
I don't know if it's surprised is the right word, because McGonigal runs well, but he gets down that line really quick.
$70,000. Print your daily entry with only $20 of rated play. The big drawing is 8 p.m. Thursday at Rising Star Casino. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 800-9-WITH-IT.
Left-hander Mason Montgomery out of the Pirate bullpen. Montgomery coming on for the 3rd time. No record, a 7.71 ERA.
Well, see if the Reds can do some damage here against Montgomery. They weren't able to do much against Skeens. First pitch to Ellie is low and inside for ball 1. 1-0.
Well, you've got 4 innings to do something.
Montgomery's 1-0. Ellie takes a strike on the inside corner. 1-1. The 1-1. Ellie lifts it in the air. Shallow center field. The second baseman backpedaling, and he'll make the catch. Gonzalez puts the squeeze on out number 1 in the 6th. Reds are down 4-1 now after the Pirates got a run on the bases loaded walk in the 6th inning. Sal Stewart stands in. Stewart 0 for 2 today. Head into a fielder's choice his first time up. Grounded to second his last time up. First pitch to Stewart. Down too low for ball 1. 1-0. Sal's hit safely in 5 straight. He homered yesterday. It was his 7th career home run already. The 1-0. Down too low. It was his 2nd of the season, but that's 7 home runs in his first 23 major league games. 2-0 pitch. Up and away.
It's kind of like Aquino, huh?
Yeah, it's the 2nd most. Aristides Aquino hit 12 in his first 23 games. I mean, that's a record that might not be touched anytime soon. Stewart watches a strike. I mean, that was epic. Something tells me Sal's career is going to last a little longer than Aquino's. 3-1 pitch to Stewart. Over but low, and he walks. The Reds have a 1-out base runner.
Well, Sal Stewart just did something that Aristides Aquino could not do, and that is take a walk.
Right. And he's done a lot of that already in the early going.
That's his 7th walk here in the first 6 ball games.
Now the Reds are going to go to their bench and call upon Eugenio Suarez to bat for Nathaniel Lowe. Suarez will pinch hit here with a runner at first base and 1 out. First pitch to Suarez is off the inside corner for ball one.
Mets just need to create a little bit of momentum. Whether it's one run, just got to string together some hits and figure out a way to kind of creep back into this ball game.
1-0. In on his knuckles with a fastball at 99 for Montgomery, and Suarez dribbles it foul, third base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Not out of it, down 3. The pitch. Suarez swings and launches one high in the air, deep left, back it goes, and gone. Up by the Kroger K's. It's now a 1-run game. Suarez with his second home run of the year.
Well, he didn't creep back into the game. He burst back into the game with one swing of the bat. That's a pretty good use of your pinch hitter if you're Terry Francona.
No, you got that right.
Oh, my goodness.
It was a curveball, and it hung right in the heart of the plate, and Gino didn't miss it. And the Reds are right back in it. The left-hander sets ready, and the pitch to Spencer Steer is down too low, and that home run ties Suarez with Brandon Phillips for 12th on the Reds' all-time home run list. One 1-0 the count on Spencer Steer. Montgomery's 1-0 pitch. Steer sprays it foul off to the right side, out of play.
Dane Myers has moved out into the on-deck circle. It appears he will pinch hit for the left-handed hitting Will Benson.
The 1-1. A strike on the inside corner to Steer, and he challenges.
Batter's challenging the strike call.
Might be a bad challenge. Let's see. It is a strike.
Call's confirmed. Cincinnati has 1 challenge.
One ball, 2 strikes on Spencer Steer. Montgomery kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So Steer's down on strikes. 2 away. And it will be Dane Myers to hit for Benson. Myers has looked pretty good at the plate for Cincinnati here. The early going. Myers is 3 for 7. An RBI. Now the catcher, Henry Davis, will go out, and they'll talk about how they want to attack Dane Myers here. Bases are empty with 2 outs, but the home run from Eugenio Suarez has pulled the Reds within 1. Again, you don't need to try to swing for the fences here. You take a home run to tie it up, but I'd love to continue to find a way to keep putting pressure on the Pirates. And now Bill Murphy, the Pirates pitching coach, is going to go out. Continue the conversation now.
So if you bring Myers into the ball game as
a home run for Judge, his first hit of the year. It's a 2-run shot. Home run to Carlos Stanton, and the Yankees have a 3-0 lead.
Here comes a throw from right on the money. Did they get him? Yes! Dwight charges. Diving catch.
What a way to get it going for Kevin Gausman. He strikes out the side.
Oh, great job by Matt Olson, Gold Glove winner over there with a diving stop. Austin Riley playing over the shortstop position.
Bouncing ball up the middle. Neto to his left. What a play!
Acuna with a shoestring grab.
He has been the Athletics offense tonight. Andres Jimenez walks it off.
He's already hit his 3rd of the young season. Diving stop. Cole Young, a bounce throw. Retires Ramirez.
Oh, he leaps and Merrill makes the catch. Mookie Betts with a laser to right center field.
much to love in Ohio because the heart-shaped state is the heart of adventure with 76 free state parks, amusement parks, ballparks, and more. The heart of opportunity with great jobs and a low cost of living. Ohio is the heart of it all. Follow your heart at ohio.org.
Isaac Matson, right-hander, out of the bullpen for the 4th time for the Pirates.
First pitch, Myers shows bunt, pulls the bat back, takes high for ball 1. Dane Myers at the plate. Reds are down a run. Now, Suarez is the type of hitter you call upon when you're looking for a blast. They got that. The pitch to Myers is just a little bit low. Dane Myers is more of the get-on-base kind of pinch hitter.
But he does have a little pop.
He can. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch, Myers takes a strike. Talking with him this spring, he admitted, he goes, look, that was part of the problem he had last year was he started to try to hit more home runs.
That's trouble.
Fell into the trap. The 2-1 pitch and a strike across at the knees, and now it's 2-2. Myers thought it was low. The Reds have burnt 1 challenge in this inning. That was not one you want to challenge. I think Myers didn't like the call, but it was well above the bottom of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Dane Myers. Isaac Matson readies. And here's the 2-2 pitch to Myers. After a long hold, he throws. Just off the outside corner. I think Matson wanted a challenge. He didn't. But he had a long stare in, but it was too far outside.
He didn't challenge it because it was a ball.
3-2. Payoff pitch. Swinging a little looping liner up the middle. Lunging for it, Gonzalez, and he can't get it. It's by him and into center field. A base hit for Dane Myers. A 2-out single, and the Reds have the tying run aboard here in the 6th inning with Tyler Stevenson making his way to the plate. Stevenson, his last time up, got a base hit through the right side.
Oh, you're a rock star.
Got a little reach. Can be a benefit from time to time. Here's the pitch to Stevenson. He swings, sends a high fly ball center field. Fading back, O'Neal Cruz. He's got it measured, shy of the track. He'll make the catch, and the side is retired. So that'll do it for the Reds here.
That's my security right there. That's the bad one, Roscoe Pico train.
Major League Baseball wanted to start doing something with the players and their dogs.
Which one's the dog?
I was undecided on whether to do a dog card or not, but my wife pushed me in the back and she wanted a famous dog, so she told me to do it.
Congratulations on winning the great mascot race.
Right-hander Graham Ashcraft will come out of the Reds bullpen on for the 4th time. Ashcraft has pitched 3 innings. He's allowed 1 hit, struck out 6. And he will get the top of the Pirates order as we pause for identification here on the Reds Radio Network. Ashcraft will go to work against Jake Mangum, and a first pitch cutter over the outside corner at 99. We've talked about Ashcraft and his ability to straighten out that cutter a little bit, and this one popped foul to the left side, out of play. And Graham quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. And when Ashcraft is pitching like this, when he's getting ahead, boy, he can just give hitters fits. No ball, 2 strike count here to Mangum. Ashcraft to the plate. And again fouled to the left side, out of play. That was 99 up around the letters.
I don't think there's any doubt that this is the filthiest we have seen Graham Ashcraft in his young career.
I think he's comfortable. I think he's confident. And that can be dangerous when you're a pitcher. Swing and a miss. Struck out Mangum on a breaking ball. The throw from Stevenson on to first, and there's one down.
Well, the part about it now that he hasn't really had is the fact that he's striking guys out right now and doing it in bunches.
And the way the strike guys out is not being 2-0, 3-1 and then having to fight back into the count. He's getting strike 1. And that puts him in command early, especially with that high velocity cutter. Hitters don't know where that ball's going. Strike 1, slider right down Broadway to the right-handed hitting Nick Gonzalez, who is 0 for 3 so far today. Ashcraft to the plate, swing and a miss. You get swings like that when you're ahead in the count. If it's 1-0, hitter's not swinging at that. And now it's 0-2. Good slider off the outside corner. Back to the plate. Tapper foul off to the left side. Another slider down and away from the right-handed hitting Gonzalez. He just did get a piece of that one. No ball, 2 strike count. Reds trailing by 1. A 4-3 Pirate lead. Pirates 3 runs in the first inning behind the right-handed pitching of Paul Skeens. To the plate. Foul to the right side, out of play. Fastball up and in that time from Ashcraft. Count stays 0-2. And you got a lot of room to play with if you're Ashcraft here. You do not have to get the ball on the plate. The pitch. And it's on the plate, and it is fouled to the right side, out of play. Another 0-2 from Ashcraft. Here he comes. Breaking ball in the dirt, and this time Gonzalez will hold up. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Hits even at 5 apiece. Big 2-run home run in the bottom of the 6th inning by pinch hitter Eugenio Suarez has pulled the Reds to within 1. And now a chance to win their 2nd consecutive series right out of the gate. Fouled straight back. This time a hanging slider up and in. One ball, 2 strike count. Waiting on deck, the left-handed hitting, actually switch hitting. He'll hit left-handed against Ashcraft. That's Brian Reynolds. Pop foul down the right field line, out of play. There has not been a swing yet in this at-bat that Gonzalez has looked comfortable. It has been a grind battle. He's trying to do anything he can to live for another pitch. The 1-2. Fly ball, right field, Steer back over his head. It'll one-hop the wall. Steer will get to it. Gonzalez will hold at second base. And that is a 1-out double.
Well, that's the ball that his toughest for a right fielder. It's off the bat of a right-handed hitter, and it is slicing toward the line, and Steer just kind of over-committed to it. And the ball was slicing back over his head as he was tracking it over his right shoulder.
That's the problem when you're in left field and then you switch to right field. As the ball came off the bat, Steer broke flat towards right center field rather than driving back towards the wall. So here's Brian Riddles with a runner at second base, and the Reds can ill afford to allow the Pirates another run here. Fly ball, deep center field. It's going to stay in the park. Myers is back. Runner is tagging. Myers has it. Runner will tag and stop. And good thing he did, because that was a strong throw from Myers right on the money at third base. 2 down. Marcell Ozuna coming to the plate. Big right-handed batter. He has walked and scored on the 3-run home run by Cruz back in the first inning. He is flied to right. He is flied to center. 2 down now with Gonzalez standing at second base. Ashcraft will check him there. And to the plate, and a strike over the outside corner. Pitching ahead, pitching ahead. Amazing how that works for you. No ball, 1 strike count. Ashcraft turns it loose into the dirt. Nicely blocked by Tyler Stevenson. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Reds have 9-1-2 in their order coming up in the bottom of the inning. But right now they got to keep that runner from scoring at second. A blistering fastball over the inside corner.
Batter's challenging the strike call.
If I'm Marcell Ozuna, I challenge it too. That ball was humming in there. Just a tad down. It was over the plate, but it had some late bite to it. 2-1 count. A tapper to the left side. It will dribble foul over towards the third base coach. Two balls and 2 strikes. Big pitch right here for Ashcraft. Here he comes. And it's fouled over the top of the Reds dugout. That was an emergency swing. 98-mile-an-hour cutter right on the knuckles of Ozuna. He just kind of just got the bat out there. Another one. Just misses inside. Tried to catch that upper inside corner, and Ozuna takes it, and it is called ball 3. Count is full. 3 ball, 2 strike count. Here he comes. Strike 3 called. Slider right.
There's a swing and a high drive. Deep out to right center. Long run out there, and it's gone!
Rips this one to right center field. Back it goes! Get out! What a turn!
Kidding me? It goes from a base hit to a double play. How about those 2 guys up the middle? Are you kidding me? One of the best in the business defensively in the outfield, taking extra bases away.
There's a deep drive to left. In the corner, it's got a chance. Gone! Cubs go back-to-back.
Welcome back to Cincinnati, Gino. A 3-run blast for his first home run of the year.
Casey hits it in the air. Casey to deep right. We're going home! Soler lays out, and he caught it.
I'll drive in 3, and I'll save a double right there.
Fly ball in deep right. Back it gone. Got a curtain call.
Out of 5 members are satisfied with the benefits and coverage provided by their United Healthcare Medicare plan. Count on United Healthcare to be there with Medicare coverage for your whole life ahead. Learn more at uhc.com.
Champion Windows and the Cincinnati Reds are teaming up to give you a home run deal. Right now, we're offering buy 2 windows, get 2 free. And for a limited time, Reds fans can get an additional $1,000 off a sunroom using promo code GOREDS. Call or schedule your free estimate online at championsavenow.com.
Matson, first pitch misses, actually catches the outside corner for strike 1 here to keep Brian Hayes. The 0-1. And again, he hits the outside corner, and Matson quickly ahead of Hayes at a no-ball 2-strike count.
Hayes started a challenge. He had his hand hovering above his cap and then decided not to.
The 0-2 coming. Ground ball right to the shortstop. Triolo has it, and there's one down. We go back to the top of the order. Friedel has walked twice. He has also popped out to the shortstop, Triolo. But at this point, now with Skeens out of the ball game, Reds have got to figure out at the top of the order how to put some pressure offensively on the Pirates. Strike over the outside corner. Fastball down and away, right on the money. No ball, 1-strike count. Matson sets back to the dish, swing and a miss, changeup, and TJ was well out in front of that pitch. No ball, 2-strike count on back-to-back hitters for Isaac Matson. Matt McLean waiting on deck. It has not been a good afternoon for McLean. There is no hitter in the Reds lineup happier to see Skeens out of the ball game. Waiting is Friedel. The pitch, that's going to miss up and away. 1 ball, 2-strike count. Another changeup from the Pirate right-hander. Matson from the belt. He'll turn it loose, and it is popped foul to the left side, out of play. 1 ball, 2-strike count. Friedel calls timeout. Matson behind the mound. 92-93, straight over the top. It seems to be able to pinpoint the edges of the plate. Matson sets, and here he comes. Popped up again, foul to the left side, out of play. A 4-seamer riding away from Friedel. Friedel cutting underneath it, but he spoils it to stay alive. 1 ball, 2-strike count. Matson bounces another changeup into the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Friedel. And his orders are just get on base. Two-two pitch. Fly ball, center field. O'Neal Cruz coming on. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 down. So here's Matt McLean. As I mentioned earlier, Matt very happy that Paul Skeens is not in the ball game. Struck out looking his first time up. Struck out swinging in the 3rd. Struck out swinging again in the 5th. And here's Matson. Fouled back.
Well, McLean's had a bad series. He is 0 for 10 in this series against Pittsburgh. A game-tying home run would probably make up for a little of that.
Well, I'd say so. No ball, 1-strike count. Matson to the dish. Fastball up and away, and McLean will lay off. 1 ball, 1-strike count. It was the high fastball that from Skeens that just ate up McLean. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Another high heater.
Well, nobody around baseball hit more home runs this spring than Matt McLain did, but that has not translated. The power numbers have not translated yet to the regular season.
Well, those pitches up there, they gave him a lot of trouble last year, and he's going to keep seeing them until he can lay off of it. Here's a 1-2 from Matson. And it's fouled back. You can see the catcher, Henry Davis. He sets up in the middle of the plate, and he's flashing the glove up above the hands of McLain. And when you see a catcher doing that over and over and over again, that is your weakness. That's where they're going to pitch you. Ground ball to the right.
Whoa. And it was still a strike. How about that?
Me? He's falling down. He can't even see home plate.
Duke has it and throws a changeup in the dirt.
Really a silly play. And now he will display his soccer skills once again.
Be careful out there.
Oh, my.
Look at Berkman running to the dugout.
Are you kidding me? These guys are scared to death.
Now the sprinklers come on. Somebody really messed up.
I think style, it's a very complicated thing. Custom cleats came when I earned the rights to wear custom cleats.
So I think without going out and being loud and saying this is who I am or whatever, you can just kind of wear a certain shoe or a glove or a batting glove or whatever, and it kind of shows who you are.
Bryce Matthews, who struck out looking his first time up. Matthews getting the start in left field tonight. Matthews hits it in the air pretty well to center. Going back on it is Rafaela at the wall, looking up. See you later! Bryce Matthews with his first long ball of the year, right by the Phillips 66 home run pump, and the Astros lead 4-0. That went 434 feet just to the left of straightaway center, and it was 111 miles an hour off Matthews' bat.
Reds have made another Wober's mustard call to the bullpen, and this one goes to Tony Santillan. Santillan is on for the third time. He has worked 2 scoreless innings, allowing just 1 hit with 4 walks, but 5 strikeouts for Santillan. Wober's mustard, let's put some mustard on it. He will get O'Neill Cruz, Nick York, and Jared Triolo. Pirates own a 1-run lead as they bat here in the 8th inning. 4-3 Pittsburgh, first pitch. Big cut and a miss by O'Neill Cruz, strike 1. Cruz has had a big series. Big night last night, going 3 for 4. He's 2 for 3 today. He has scored twice. He's driven home 3 with his 3-run home run, his first time up. The 0-1. Ground ball right to the second baseman. Playing on the back edge of the infield dirt. Gloves and throws in time. O'Neill Cruz is the first out of the 8th inning. Cheer on your Cincinnati Reds when they battle the Los Angeles Angels. The 3-game series, April 10th through the 12th, presented by Kroger. Zero hunger, zero waste. Tickets are on sale now at reds.com/tickets. With 1 out, the batter is Nick York. York has been on all 3 times he's come to the plate. He swings the first pitch from Santillan here, and it's sent foul. Into the seats, right field side. Santillan's 0-1 pitch to Nick York. Breaking ball grounded foul, third base side. York singled his first time up. He has walked twice since. Nobody on, 1 man out in the 8th. Turns out to be a pretty nice day for baseball. The threat of rain is still out there in the 0-2 pitch. York takes a breaking ball down and away. It's sprinkled briefly, but
very light.
Very light and very, very brief. The 1-2 to Nick York. Swung on, fouled back again. Still a ball and 2 strikes on York. Reds will enjoy an off day tomorrow. They'll travel to Texas and then begin a 3-game set against the Rangers, which starts on Friday. Brady Singer will start the opener of that series. It'll be the Rangers' home opener, so it'll be a 4:05 start Cincinnati time. We'll be on the air at 3:35. The 1-2 to York. Swung on, whacked to right. Going back on it is Steer on the track. He's got this one. And that's the second out. That one didn't have quite the same amount of slice on it, but also it was a little easier because Steer was tracking that going back over his left shoulder as opposed to going back over his right shoulder.
That's different when it's hit right at you. And then it begins to slice back towards the line as you break back. When you break back facing center field rather than breaking back facing the right field line.
Jared Triolo now. First pitch to Triolo is a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Triolo is singled and walked. In between, he grounded into a double play to the first baseman, Sal Stewart. Reds are down 1. Pirates batting with nobody on and 2 out of the 8th. Breaking ball misses off the outside corner. Another great outing from Graham Ashcraft today. Ashcraft worked a scoreless inning, striking out 2. Allowed 1 hit on a misplayed ball and right. Pitches a strike on the inside corner. The ball and 2 strikes on Triolo. Andrew Abbott allowed 4 runs on 5 hits and 5 2/3 today. Walked 3, struck out 5. He did get charged with a run on his dime after swing and a miss. Strike 3 down on strikes. Jared Triolo. Nice job by Santillan, who comes out of the Reds bullpen and retires.
Talk to me. This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun. Yes. 2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha. Amazing. And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bock beer. Pick it up like a burger. Pick it up like a burger, and you just go in, man. Let's go to town. Yeah.
Dude. Oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
McGonigal in his major league debut has a 4-hit day.
Wow, have a debut, kid. So it's this easy in the big leagues, huh?
Going back, J.J. Weatherholt homers in his debut. Incredible. Just goosebumps right now at Busch Stadium. You could not have written that any better. It's a 2-homer night for Chase DeLauter.
Now Dad's up. Did you see how the ball just jumped off his bat? I mean, that was pretty.
Lawler hustling back to the track, to the fence, makes a leaping catch. Oh, what a play, Lawler.
That was unbelievable. Air Lawler out there.
That's hit well toward left. Church back up against the wall. Leaping try. He got it. What a catch. What a play. Talk about this team being energetic, exciting, showing it all off.
Michelob Ultra present 49 Winchester April 11th at Megacorp Pavilion. Tickets on sale now at access.com. For more information, visit promowestlive.com. Don't miss 49 Winchester April 11th at Megacorp.
Out of the Pirates bullpen, he'll be facing the same exact hitters that he faced in game 1 of this series when he came on and struck out the side.
Well, we'll see if that knowledge of Lawrence helps these hitters this time around of the 8th. First pitch to Ellie is a strike on the inside corner. Right at the top of the zone. It's 0-1 on De La Cruz. 4-3. Pirates leading the Reds here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Lawrence, the kick and pitch. Ellie swings and sprays it foul to the left side. That's out of play. 0-2 on De La Cruz. The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball right at the second baseman. Gonzalez, who was playing over in the hole, gloves and throws him out. Ellie is the first out here in the 8th inning. Now Sal Stewart comes to plate. Brandon Phillips, Aaron Harang, Reggie Sanders, and Lou Piniella have been selected as the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame's class of 2026. 4 inductees will be honored on field April 25th as part of the Reds Hall of Fame induction celebration presented by PNC. You can get your tickets now at reds.com/tickets. The 0-1 to Stewart in there for a strike called. Sal walked and scored in the 6th inning. Hitless, though, in the game. 0 for 2 officially. The 0-1. Breaking ball off the outside corner. Stewart has hit safely in each of the first 5 of the season. Needs a knock to extend that streak right here. Suarez waiting on deck. He tied this game, or pulled the Reds within 1, rather. The pitch. Stewart swings and fouls it back. Suarez pulled the Reds within 1 with his pinch hit home run back in the 6th. Could he come to the plate with a chance to tie or put the Reds in front here in the 8th? Stewart down to the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right-hander against right-hander. Lawrence to the plate with a 1-2 pitch. Off the outside corner. Now it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Of all the things that are really impressive about Sal Stewart, there are a lot. His patience at the plate is maybe the most. Breaking ball bounced to the left side. On one big hop, Nick York fields it at third and throws out Stewart at first. And the reason I say that is because you just don't see hitters as young as Sal Stewart with the patience that he has very often.
Normally they're jumping.
Now it is Suarez with a chance to tie it. Suarez with a 2-run home run in the 6th. Second home run of the year. Lawrence delivers. Then 1-2, but he went around. The count's 0-1. An all-star for the 2nd time last year, Eugenio Suarez. He was an all-star in 2018 with the Reds. The pitch, way off the plate outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lawrence gets the sign. Reddy's at the belt. Now the 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Suarez put a really good swing on that fastball. It was right down the middle, but he sent it backwards. Ball and 2 strikes. From the belt, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Got him.
Here we go. This is a classic road jersey for Boston. This is the first uniform I put on when I came with Boston. When you see those 2 socks together, that's one thing I know I had to do. I had to make sure I had my red socks high, okay? My 2 red socks, because, you know, there's 2 here.
That's my security right there. That's the bad one, Roscoe Pico train.
Major League Baseball wanted to start doing something with the players and their dogs.
Which one's the dog?
I was undecided on whether to do a dog card or not, but my wife pushed me in the back and she wanted a famous dog, so she told me to do it.
Right-hander Emilio Pagan out of the bullpen. He normally follows Santillan pretty much all the time, but it's normally with the Reds with a one-run lead. Here this afternoon, it's a one-run deficit.
Trying to keep it right there and keep the Reds within striking distance for the bottom of the ninth inning. Pagan goes to work against Spencer Horwitz. 4-3 Pirates, and the first pitch, Pagan to Horwitz. Up and away for ball one. This call to the bullpen presented by Wober's Mustard. Wober's Mustard. Let's put some mustard on it. Pagan, the fifth pitcher of the game for the Reds today. The 1-0 pitch to Horwitz is a strike right at the heart of the plate. Knee high, the count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Horwitz struck out his first 2 times up today against Andrew Abbott before he walked with the bases loaded in the 6th inning. That gave the Pirates a very big insurance run. It was right before Suarez hit the 2-run home run that pulled the Reds within 1. Now Horwitz hits a little flare, short center. Ellie out, leaps, can't get it. It's just out of his reach. Horwitz drops the single in short center field to lead off the 9th inning. Let's pause for ID along the Reds radio network. Henry Davis is 0 for 3 today. He bats for the 4th time. Runner on at first base with nobody out. Emilio Pagan from the belt to the plate. First pitch to Davis. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and he takes off the plate outside for ball 1. The count's 1-0. Horwitz leading off the bag at first base. The 1-0 pitch to Davis. Again, he squares to bunt, and they're going to say it hit him. The Reds are asking if he offered at it. They're going to say he didn't. And I think the Reds are thinking that, boy, Terry Francona can't believe it. He is arguing with the first base umpire, Stu Sherwater. There's not going to be a challenge from the Reds, but, boy, it sure looked like he made a pass at that. But it hit him as he was pulling the bat back. So he didn't go. It is a hit by pitch. The Reds were checking to make sure it wasn't a foul ball. So now 2 on, nobody out. Back to the top of the order, Jake Mangum. Mangum squares around, pulls the bat back, and swings and misses. By showing the bunt early, pulled Sal Stewart way in at first.
Well, Mangum is just trying to hit that shortstop hole right here, because you got Ellie standing at second base. The left side of the infield is wide open.
Hayes tight at third. Mangum shows bunt here, pulls the bat back and watches a strike. Now he's down to the count of 1-2. Gregory Soto, a left-hander, loosening now in the Pirate bullpen. Emilio Pagan readies, and here is the 0-2 pitch to Jake Mangum. And now time called by Mangum right as Pagan was starting his delivery.
Late. Very surprised that Rob Drake gave him time out there.
It was very late. Pagan was already well into his motion. 0-2 on Mangum. And Pagan's 0-2 pitch. Swung on, sliced toward the line and left, heading toward the corner, but it's a foul ball slicing into the seats out of play. Still 0-2 on Mangum. There was a time where if you called timeout late like that, you could expect the next pitch to be up near your ear hole. Nothing in 2 on Mangum.
Left side of the infield.
Well, he's still very close to second base. Big hole. And the pitch is in the dirt. It kicks away from Stevenson, but the runner at second stays put. Horwitz actually broke back to second base instead of breaking to third as that ball rolled up the first base line off the chest protector of Tyler Stevenson.
You watch Mangum take batting practice from the left side. He's hitting everything right through that shortstop hole.
Mangum 0 for 4 today. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back to the left side, and you can tell that's where he's trying to go.
I mean, he sends balls over the third baseman's head down the left field line nonstop in batting practice. Trying to wait as long as he can and just flip the ball that way. Not a power hitter. He's just a guy that just gets hits. But he doesn't have any today.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Pagan turns it loose. Again, fouled away to the left side. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jake Mangum. Horwitz at second, Davis at first. There's nobody out in the inning. Right now, the lead 1 for Pittsburgh. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Got him with a fastball in. Mangum's down on strikes. That's the first out here in the 9th inning, and now you can think about trying to get out of this mess, possibly with a ground ball. One out for Nick Gonzalez.
That was a nice pitch from Pagan. It was up, it was in, and it was a strike whether you swing or not.
Gonzalez is 1 for 4. Doubled his last time up, but was stranded at second. Pirates buy a run, 2 on, 1 out, and Pagan delivers. Up and in. And the right-handed hitting Gonzalez leans back out of the way of ball 1. Brian Reynolds waiting in the on-deck circle. Always a dangerous hitter, Reynolds, it seems, against the Reds. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Emilio Pagan really trying to keep this deficit right where it's at. Give the Reds a chance in the bottom of the 9th inning. Reds won the series opener, a tight ball game, 2-0. Pirates won last night. Another tight one today. Fouled straight back by Gonzalez. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, by keeping it a 1-run lead, you put a little bit of additional pressure on the opposing pitcher when he comes into the ball game, knowing that he can't make a mistake. If he's got a 2 or 3 run lead, he just lets it eat.
Gregory Soto is that pitcher that's getting ready to pitch the 9th for Pittsburgh. The 1-2 in the dirt. It's right by Stevenson. That'll skip to the backstop. Both runners move up 90 feet on the wild pitch, and there goes the idea of the double play. Infield in all the way around. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Pagan's break even. Line drive by Hayes at third into left field. That's a hit. It scores 1. They're going to wave around to second. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. Into second base goes Gonzalez, and the lead is back to 3 for the Pirates. It's a 2 RBI single for Gonzalez. Six 3 Pirates.
Just out of the reach of Ke'Bryan Hayes. But I think you actually have a play at the plate if Ke'Bryan Hayes cuts that ball off and turns and throws to the plate.
Now Brian Reynolds. Pagan from the belt throws. The pitch to Reynolds is too high for ball 1. Reynolds is 1 for 4, singled and scored back in the first. Pagan to the plate with a 1-0, and Reynolds takes a strike. Off day tomorrow, and then the Reds and Rangers, a 3-game series Friday, Saturday, and Sunday down in Arlington. The 1-1 down and away. Globe Life Park down in Texas.
Gotta love pitching in that park.
You got that right.
Pitching in the Grand Canyon.
Here's the 2-1 to Reynolds. Ripped to right field. It is high and it is deep and it ain't coming back. That is way out of here to right field. 3/4 the way up the sun deck and right. It's a 2-run shot for Reynolds. The Pirates have scored 4 times in this 9th inning off Emilio Pagan. And Derek Johnson will go to the mound. That moves Reynolds alone in 9th place in the Pirates' all-time home run list.
They begin to scramble down in the Reds bullpen. Jose Franco begins to loosen.
That's also Reynolds' 14th career home run at Great American Ballpark. That's the most by a visiting player since 2019 here at Great American Ballpark. Visit with Emilio Pagan and Derek Johnson's over. 8-3 Pirates, a 4-run 9th inning. Pagan delivers. Marcell Ozuna swings and misses. Strike 1. Ozuna walked back in the first, the only time he's been on today. He's officially 0 for 3, a couple of flyouts and a strikeout. Ozuna takes way too high from Pagan. 1 ball and 1 strike. From the belt, here's Pagan's 1-1. Ozuna takes too far inside. 2-1. The Reds did win the season series against the Pirates last year. This year, it's looking like it's not getting off to a great start. 2-1 pitch. On the outside corner, a called strike. Kept hearing that this is a much improved Pittsburgh Pirates team. There's no question their pitching's there. Can their offense produce enough? They have in this series. 2-2 pitch. And Ozuna takes a breaking ball down and away. Pirates scoring 8 runs yesterday. They've put up 8 more again this afternoon. Pagan's payoff pitch to Ozuna. Swinging a ground ball left side. Keep Brian Hayes. Nice diving stop at third. Flips it over to first in time to get the out on Marcell Ozuna. 2 gone here in the 9th. That's the nice thing. If you make the stop on the infield, you've got time to make the throw with Ozuna running. Or Ozuna moving toward first. More of a jog. Oneil Cruz is 2 for 4 today, including a 3-run home run. That was the big blow early in this game. He takes off the plate outside for ball 1. 1-0 on Oneil Cruz. Now Pagan with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut there from the left-handed hitting Oneil Cruz. 1 ball, 1 strike. They just kind of served a base hit down the third base line in the 6th and then came around to score on the bases loaded walk. Grounded out to second his last time up. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He took a huge cut. And now it's 1-2 on Oneil Cruz. Pagan home with a 1-2. Too far outside. Fastball running away. Levels the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The break-even pitch to Cruz. Just a little bit high on the inside corner. Count fills up at 3-2. Might have been a little off the inside corner. It was a pretty good pitch. Anyway, you slice it. But now it's full. The payoff. Swing.
Taken out of the game as a pitcher, but the Ohtani rule allows him to stay in as the DH. Ohtani, did he? Ohtani! Ohtani has done it again! His 3rd home run! An all-time game for an all-time player. 3 homers. He makes it 5-0. 114
off the bat, and this one only 427.
The opposite way.
Yep, he's alive. He's back.
To be in, the middle of New York to display a card like this is really such a big part of the Fanatics mission. We think about how do we create new experiences. Now we get the opportunity to put incredible Holy Grail cards in front of tens of thousands, if not millions of new people. It's not just about collectors today, but also about how do we bring new collectors into the space as well. It's really what we do it all for.
Five-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar is in the stands.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped, or he might have caught that ball. Down.
There's a fastball. There's a flying bat. It needs a pine tar.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
Haggerty is on with an infield hit. A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
$99.99. Learn more about how to catch the Reds action all season long with Reds.tv and get answers to frequently asked questions at Reds.com/watch. Subject to national exclusivities.
Left-hander Gregory Soto on for the Pirates. This is his 4th appearance. He is not allowed a run, no record. He's allowed 1 hit in his 3 1/3 innings pitched.
Spencer Steer and Dane Myers to lead it off. Tyler Stevenson will follow, and then if anybody gets on, Key Brian Hayes. Reds have some serious work to do now. Down 5 in the 9th inning. 8-3 Pirates. And the first pitch is a strike on the inside corner. 0-1 on Steers. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts this afternoon. Steer is just 1 for 16 to begin the season. The 0-1 pitch. He grounds it foul off the front of the Pirates' third base dugout. He's down 0-2. Steer back in the box, waits. And Soto's home with the 0-2 pitch. Way low and inside to Spencer Steer. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Steer back in there, down to the count. Soto fires, swing and a miss. Breaking ball got him up and out of the zone. 3rd time today that Spencer Steer has been a strikeout victim. 1 gone, and now Dane Myers. This game's funny. Reds were feeling real good about themselves after taking 2 out of 3 from a good Boston team. Then the Pirates come to town. You win the first one. And you're thinking 3-1, not a bad way to start the season. All of a sudden you drop the next 2, and the Reds just have not looked all that good at the plate either in these 2 games. Strike to Dane Myers. Now the 0-1 pitch is off the inside corner and down. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Now Gregory Soto is challenging from the mound.
Challenging the ball call.
So let's see. It was way in. Well, I don't know if I'd say way in.
Call's confirmed. Pittsburgh has 1 challenge rain.
But it was inside. An inch. It was an inch off the plate. The 1-1 to Myers. There's a strike. 1-2. Of course, it's the 9th inning. You have a 5-run lead. You got 2 challenges left. Why not? What's the harm in it? 1-2 pitch. Lifted high in the air. Shallow right on his Mangum. He'll make the catch. And that's the second out here in the 9th inning. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Cincinnati Reds and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Reds. This copyright reminder is provided by Dinsmore, the official legal counsel of the Reds. Two outs for Tyler Stevenson. 1 for 3, the pitch. Stevenson takes a strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch on the inside corner. Strike called, 0-2. Now the Reds will have the off day to regroup, and then they'll go to work against the Rangers on Friday. Mid-afternoon game with the Rangers home opener. Now the 0-2. Stevenson takes strike 3 called, and he wants to challenge.
Cincinnati's challenging the strike call.
Look low.
Felt low. It was just a little low.
Call's overturned.
The Reds will still hold on to 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count on Tyler Stevenson. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back to the right, out of play. Stevenson did get his first hit of the year. A leadoff single in the 5th. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Got him with a breaking ball down and in. So that's all. Reds fall today to the Pirates. Final score 8-3 here at Great American Ballpark. We're back to wrap it up right after this on the Reds Radio Network.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. The Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle.